In what shouldn't be considered a surprise move, the Toronto Blue Jays have called up minor league catcher Brady Deeker shortly after the backstop became the first professional player to identify as non-binary. A little background on Deeker. He sucks. He's not good. He's hitting over 2 seasons in AA 207, just above the Mendoza line. And for those of you unfamiliar in baseball, if you hit 200, that is absolutely abhorrent. And there was a player by the name of Mario Mendoza who was a defensive specialist who always used to be near that realm. So he's barely above the Mendoza line in AA. That's not major league pitching. At a press conference, Blue Jays general manager Ross Atkins said, "The Blue Jays organization is delighted to make baseball history and to be at the forefront of LGBTQ2S+, AAMCO, whatever other letters they want to entail into their long snake of an alphabet that they are usurping and swallowing. Progress," he said. "Now every day can be Pride Day at the ballpark. Oh, yay, every day is Pride Day." Atkins pledged to put Deeker in the starting lineup immediately, batting fourth. So he's batting cleanup for a major league team while hitting 207, the Mendoza line, in the minor leagues. How could that possibly go wrong? Of course, at issue here is merit and winning, which is generally what people pay for, which is what makes me think that there must be dollars from afar that are circulating. All of that printed money, all that inflation is somehow being recirculated in order to satisfy this woke agenda and to drive people completely bonkers while they steal more and more of it. That's the only thing I can consider. The Mendoza line hitter in the minor leagues is displacing Alejandro Kirk, the dynamic player beloved by Blue Jays fans, who last year hit 285, which is well above the major league average, with 14 homers. Blue Jays manager John Snyder said, "Alejandro is a key guy for us, but of course, he is totally committed to supporting the LGBT plus community by DHing now and occasionally backing up Deeker, assuming Brady is okay with that." I mean, you have to give the rookie who's at the Mendoza line total reign over the ball club. I mean, it's okay if he objects. Of course, you're going to put the non-binary guy in the starting lineup the entire time. But, maybe he'll be nice enough to let the better player play. And of course, the catcher Alejandro is totally committed to keeping his job, to not going the way of Anthony Bass and losing his job, losing his money. Of course, he's good enough that he probably would be picked up by another major league team, but still. And so how did Deeker realize that he was non-binary? Watching TickTok videos on long road trips back and forth in the Eastern League where he was playing. Before an away game against Binghamton Rumble Ponies about 2 weeks ago, Deeker came out as non-binary in a viral Instagram post. Yeah, so you can see that China is having a profound effect on the youth of America, of Canada, with these TikTok videos that are convincing them, confusing them into thinking, I'm non-binary, I'm a girl. They've managed to subvert the West with their propaganda, with their persuasion. It's really amazing that we are allowing this and that people continue to watch TikTok. And what happened the moment that Deeker announced that he was non-binary? He got endorsement deals with equipment maker Rawlings for a branded catcher's mitt. Others have flooded in. You no longer have to be good at your job in order to get endorsements. You just have to identify as non-binary. Or what about trans? When are we going to have the first trans male professional baseball player, professional football player? Smear the queer. At the team's press conference, Atkins said that Deeker's locker in the Blue Jays locker room will be designated as gender neutral, and one urinal and stall in the men's room will be marked off as all gender, explaining, "We just think it's the right thing to do." Who's paying you? Who's paying you to do this? To destroy merit in sports of all things. The one area where I thought that it would be impenetrable because the rewards are for winning. So the only thing that I can think of is that you're so wealthy that you value the virtue signaling and the social justice points that you will gain from your woke peers more than you value your team's worth, your team's winning, or somebody's paying you directly to destroy sports, to destroy America and the West. And of course, his promotion, Deeker's promotion, comes at the expense of Blue Jays backup catcher Tyler Heineman, who will be designated back for assignment to the minor leagues. Heineman is quoted as saying, "It is what it is. I wouldn't want my roster spot to stand in the way of history. I'm willing to take a pay cut. I'm willing to go back down to the minor leagues after working my entire life for somebody who's not as good as me because suddenly he says that he's non-binary. I guess there are two ways to make the major leagues now. One, be an outstanding hitter or pitcher and fielder, or pretend not to be a man." Thank God for sports being meritocratic. If there was any incentive against meritocracy, this would have already happened. This, of course, my friends, was satirical. I thought about not publishing it, but I really want to know how many of you guys believed it while I was discussing. Leave it in the comment section below. Have a fantastic day.